she said it was a big African influence, right? Spanish and indigenous. So like, how are we supposed to know that? You talked about the 6 rhythms, right? The 6. You guys know where in the world that comes from? It comes from Africa, right? So she mentioned the Puerto Veracruz with African sailors coming. So what do they leave for us, Mexicanos? They left that rhythm of 6. Also call and response is also a huge African influence. Call and response, anybody know what that means? If we're playing together and she starts off the verse, she'll sing and then I'll respond to it. Then she'll sing and I respond. Call and response. So I call, she responds. That's a big African influence as well. You can find that in Africa. And we're talking in terms of music. What's the Spanish influence? Anybody know? The rhythm? What could be? But what about the strings? En indigenous Mexico no había cuerdas, no tenían guitarras, violines, etc. Drums, flutes, a whole bunch of percussion, etc. But no guitars, no strings, right? So the Spanish brought over the strings. And what's the indigenous influence? Well, anybody ever seen a Spanish guitar play? You sit down with your leg up and very nice. The rest of the guitar on the leg, very nice and classical. You can calm you down. When you see a Mexicano playing in chinga, right? So what's the difference? Well, the story is that when they brought over the guitars, los indígenas were like, okay, we're used to our drums, like the huevo. You guys know the drum when they dance danza, indigenous dance, and someone's pounding on that big drum. You guys know how it's made? You get a piece of a tree and you take out the middle, hollow it out, and you put on the head, the deer skin or whatever, the skin, right? And you play on it. And how do you think these jaranas are made? If you look at the inside, it's the same thing. They hollow out the inside just like they hollow out the drum, and they stick this on the head, just like the indigenous drums are made. Check out a classical guitar, everything's pieced together. You put this, you paste it on here, you paste this on the head on this. Look on the inside, and it has a lot of braces and everything. It's pieced together. But how is the indigenous instrument, like maybe the jarana, made? Just like the indigenous drum, right? Look at the inside of a jarana. It's just flat. You don't see anything. You don't see braces. You don't see glue. You don't see anything. It's just like the drum. All you do is hollow it out and paste it on the head. The last indigenous influence is the way you play it. You guys heard of son Jarocho and son Huasteco? Son Huasteco sounds a little different. Like, you hear that? Like, they call it apagón or mate. Where they kind of mute the sound. They do it in mariachi, they do it in Jarocho, Huasteco. And these instruments were traditionally called mecahuehuet. You guys know what mecate is? Like a string, you know? Agarra el caballo del mecate, you get the string of the horse. Huehuet is what? The drum. So when mecahuehuet is like a string drum, right? So they play these drums. They play these guitars like drums. And you saw the way I was playing with Chilo. You see the way cafeteras play when they use their pinto or their jaranas. They're very rhythmic, they're very percussive, and they're very aggressive. Just like the way you guys dance. And that's the indigenous influence, right? She said your body's a drum when you get onto the tarima. Well, your body's also a drum when you're playing on the jarana, right? Your body's an instrument. So I think that whole concept of making the dance floor or the tarima an instrument, or making the hand an instrument, the way you play, is somewhat indigenous. So, like she mentioned, a lot of indigenous influence, just like the African influence. I just mentioned 2 examples, but there's a ton of them. In the instruments and the percussion you guys use, there's a whole ton of them, right? So, know a little bit about the history of what you're playing and what you're dancing, and maybe you can connect a little, right? So like she was saying, she goes out to the fandangos and she kind of finds her own identity. And I think music is the best way to do that. When I went to the story, sorry, I didn't give you time. When I went into UCLA as a freshman, I was surrounded by chinitos and white people. and I was doing jazz piano. I majored in jazz piano. Or I went in as a jazz pianist, so I did my audition and all that. And I realized in my classes, there was one black guy, Asians and whites, and I was the only Mexicano in there. And I said, why am I doing this jazz stuff? It's not even in me. When I get in my car, I listen to norteño or banda or Jarocho or Azteco. So I quit the major and did something else, and I started playing more Jarocho. Started getting back into, what's really in me, right? So sometimes it takes a point in your life where you realize that, I need to get back to my roots. And maybe in her case, the fandango helps her just like it helps me. I don't know if you want to talk about the fandango, but for me, the fandango is not an app you have on your iPhone, right? That's fun. You can app. Fandango, you guys know Fandango, right? Buy music tickets. Haha. But it's a place where you come together. It's not like the shows they have at the Hollywood Bowl or here, where it's all beautiful and stuff. Fandango is community, I should say. You can talk about it, I'm sure. You go in and conviven con los bailarines, los músicos y los bailarines